Hey everyone, I'm Stacy, the 911 Stitcher. Welcome to my channel about cross stitch and crafting. Today's Wednesday, January 29th, 2025. This is video number 129. Welcome back everyone. It's been a month. I feel like I haven't seen you guys in a while. And I keep meaning to do a Flosstube, but I'll explain how this year got started and what's been going on briefly. So this channel is about cross stitching, and I talk about crochet, I talk about fabric and yarn, and I talk about quilting and sewing, but today's video is going to be all about cross stitch. I have not done any crochet or sewing, and we'll talk about cross stitch and things that I've been working on. So I've missed you guys. I'm glad to be back, and I can't wait to hear from you guys in the comments below. We have giveaways at the end of the video, and I'm going to show you the progress I have on some projects that I have been working on. I did get a box from Vanna Pfeiffer of some finishes, which I'll start showing in the next video. I'm kind of racing against my gardener. He's not here yet, so I'm hoping I can get this done before he starts working on our yard. So let me just briefly tell you what's been going on since the beginning, since Christmas actually. And while I'm talking, I'm going to be showing you pictures. So when I tell you about some things, you know, if you want to look up, there'll be some pictures flashing by. So Christmas went awesome. My mom was there, and she, as you guys know, she's not doing as well as we had hoped. And but Christmas, she was there. She was coherent. It was a phenomenal day, just a really, really good day. And then after Christmas, unfortunately, my husband and I both got really sick. I had planned on doing a video at the beginning of the year, thought about showing you, you know, maybe not so much a whip parade, because I don't do whips. If you're new to my channel, whips are works in progress, things that I'm working on. And a whip parade is a gathering of all of the stuff that we're working on to show you what we've been working, you know, what projects we have going. Well, I don't usually do whip parades this time of year, but I really wanted to go through some project bags, go through some projects and get rid of some things that I'm no longer interested in continuing to work on. I still plan on doing that. I'm going to gather a whole bunch of projects and show you some things that I'm going to keep, some things I'm going to ditch, and some things that maybe I want to do as a new start. So anyway, right after Christmas, my husband and I, towards the end of the year, got really sick. I don't get sick that often. I don't think I've been sick for probably 3 years, maybe. It's been maybe a small little cold, but nothing earth-shattering. I was so sick. I was in bed for 4 days. I had the worst stomach virus I have ever had in my life, and I dropped 8 pounds. I did not eat food for almost 4 days. I was that sick. My husband wanted me to go to emergency because I had, in the past anyway, I won't go into that, but he wanted me to go. I didn't want to go, but I was finally starting to keep fluids down. It was bad. During that time, my grandmother, who, as you guys know, Dorothy, she is 98 years old, fell and never recovered. And we lost my grandmother, and I'll show pictures here of her. And 98 years old, she was, can you believe, when I stop and think about her life, she lived to write my grandpa. She was around and newly married during World War II. So when he was off in Germany, she was writing him letters. And it just is phenomenal to me that she's had such an incredible life. 98, and we did finally lose her. So the beginning of the year didn't start well. It was difficult for me and my husband and my family. So we did lose grandma. And shortly after that, I got bronchitis. I have been dealing with bronchitis now, severe bronchitis, for almost two weeks. And I've had fevers, I've had everything. So I just have not felt good enough to do a YouTube video. So the beginning of the year didn't start that well for us, with illness and with grandma passing away. Some really fun stuff though during the holidays. I know you guys love seeing pictures of my German shepherds. You know, my older German shepherd Deuce is almost 12 years old. He'll be 12 in March. He can't go for walks as far as we go anymore. He can only go for very, very short walks. He has very severe hip dysplasia. And we've kind of went back and forth on whether to correct it surgically, but right now we don't want to because he can still run, which he's not supposed to, but he can still run and play, but he can't go for long walks. But I thought you guys would love to see this. We bought him a stroller. Now wait till you guys see these pictures, and I'm going to show you a little video of a clip of him the very first time he was in his stroller. You would not believe how happy he was. That is the happiest dog going out on walks, and people just stop and stare and go, oh my God, that giant dog is in a stroller. It is so cute. It's the cutest thing you've ever seen. So let me show you the video here. Bear. Is that just not the cutest thing you've ever seen? It's so cute. Anyway, he loves his stroller, and we were able to go take him with us to go look at Christmas lights. It was such a great holiday. But like I said, the beginning of the year wasn't so great, and it just hasn't been a good month. So I wanted to come back to you when I felt better, and I'm finally starting to feel a little bit better. I'm supposed to leave on Tuesday for Barefoot Needleart retreat. I'm going to actually go to North Carolina, meet up with my friend Michelle, and we're going to drive down there. So we'll drive down, go to the retreat, which is in South Carolina. As you know, Barefoot Needleart is a fantastic cross-stitch shop. And if you get time to go to Myrtle Beach or Surfside Beach is where they're actually at, please go, because they're phenomenal. And the retreats are a lot of fun. I try and never miss them. They're in February and in October. So I'm headed back that way as long as I can get these lungs to clear up and these ears to clear up. I've already done 10 days of antibiotics and prednisone, and I'm on my way. I'm just not quite there yet. So hopefully I can make that retreat. So let's talk about some cross-stitch stuff. In my last video, let me pull it out real quick. In my last video, I have two viewers that I absolutely have to thank. Thank you so much, you guys. I showed you a finish, December in the Netherlands by Twin Peak Primitives. And there was a big mistake, and two people found them. And you know what? You both are from the Netherlands. I believe you're both from the Netherlands. And I want to give a huge thank you to Moni Merrill and Ancha Measuring. I'm sorry, this butchering your names. Ancha Measuring. Thank you so much, you guys. They left me a comment in the comments down below letting me know that there was a mistake in my project. And most of you guys didn't see it. And I'm so grateful. So before I get this finished or framed, I really appreciate you guys reaching out to me and telling me if you see a mistake. So December in the Netherlands, let me show you a picture of what was missing. Look at the very, very bottom of the little chimneys. Now there are little rooftops all around the design. Okay, let me actually, first of all, let me show you the finished piece. This is the finished piece, okay? Take a look at the picture that I showed you, or the project I showed you. The bottom tops of the roofs are missing. So it looked like this. It didn't have the tops to the roofs. I missed them. It was a page break, and I missed putting them on. So take a look at the picture I showed you, or the project I showed you guys. See what I mean? Look at the very bottom. They're missing. I didn't know that. I would have got that finished or framed, and I would not have even known that they were missing. So I want to say a huge thank you to both of you for writing to me and letting me know. So I did get it fixed. This is December in the Netherlands by Twin Peak Primitives. And as you can see, the tips are all there now. Thank you, you guys. I appreciate this. This is on, I believe, 32 count Alchemy, maybe? I picture this Plus or Mirage. It's either Mirage or Alchemy fabric. And this is DMC thread, except for this blue, the ice. I changed that color in cotton. So this is my finish of December in the Netherlands. A huge thank you again. And I wanted to show you that it was fixed. Okay, let's continue on. I want to show you one crochet project from someone in a Facebook group. She started a group. Her name's Jessica. She started a group called Book Blankets. I'm going to show you a picture here. And the object of the group is to make a square based on a book that you've read. So it's kind of a reading group plus a crochet group. And what Jessica does is every book that she reads, and I'm going to show you some pictures here. Here's Gone with the Wind. Gone with the Wind, the colors of the book, she makes a square. Okay. And then at the end of the year, she puts all the squares together to make a blanket. Okay. So you saw Gone with the Wind, you saw the colors of the book, you saw the square that she made. She also did Lonesome Dove. While you're looking at this, I'm going to take a quick drink. The book Lonesome Dove. Look at the colors there and the square that she made. One more block. It's called A Little Princess. Look at the colors and the block that she made. And now check out her finished blanket. Is that just phenomenal? I asked Jessica if I could show her blanket and she said yes. And I just couldn't wait to show you guys. What an awesome idea. Reading books, taking the colors off the cover and making a square and making a book blanket. So anyway, her Facebook group is called Book Blankets. Check her out. But I wanted to highlight Jessica because phenomenal. And check out her Facebook group if that's something that you're interested in. I just love this. Love it so much. Okay, let's talk about blessing samplers. So what are blessing samplers? In a nutshell, you take any kind of sampler, any kind of cross stitch. If you start at January 1st, we're talking cross stitch again. I just kind of jumped from crochet to cross stitch. You'll know in my videos, I kind of jump a little bit. So let's talk about blessing samplers. Blessing samplers are something, it's a design. Pick a design of sampler, start at January 1st, finish it by the end of the month. It's said to bring you good luck. It's kind of a tradition, brings you good luck. Now, this is the first year this is my third year of doing blessing samplers. I'll show you the two previous ones and I'll show you the one I'm working on. Now, am I going to get it done this month? No. If I said end of the year, I meant to say by the end of January. So start at January 1st, finish it by the end of the month. It's said to bring you good luck. I'll take good luck, but I'm not going to get it this year because it's not going to be done. So first of all, let me show you my two previous blessing samplers. So in 2023, I did, you'll have to excuse me, I'm recovering from shoulder surgery and unfortunately I got bad news. Meant to tell you guys that I'm having a lot of trouble. The surgeon could not fix what was wrong. He did clean up the rotator cuff. He fixed that. He fixed up some stuff in my shoulder. Unfortunately, it's bone on bone and I need a shoulder replacement. So I did get bad news. On top of everything else that's going on in January, I got bad news from the surgeon. It is not fixable right now. I have to have a replacement. So another surgery down the line. And we won't even talk about that, but I am having trouble with the arm still. So things are going to be a little bit slow when I show you things. Anyway, let's talk about the 2023 blessing sampler. This was my first one that I did. It's by Hands Across the Sea, and I did finish it. It's called Jane Elizabeth Milner, 1876. And this was my finish, my blessing sampler for 2023. It's by Hands Across the Sea. And I just wanted something that was small. Sorry. I wanted something small. I'm going to be hacking through the video because I still have bronchitis. Anyway, had it made into a pillow. I have the rickrack on the side. Look at how pretty that rickrack is. It's like little swirls on the side. Really pretty. But anyway, this was my very first blessing sampler. Now, as you guys remember, I've talked in previous videos, I have wanted to do a little, for the months that I don't have, like this tree right now is winter. Everything that has to do with winter or snow, I decorate my trees every month based on holidays or themes. So if there's a month, say the month of June, where there's not a holiday for us, I will decorate, no, wait, let me think. June? April? April. Sometimes there's not Easter. Sometimes I will decorate a tree based on, say, animals or something that doesn't have a theme or a holiday, something that doesn't have a holiday. Let's see if I can talk. I'm trying not to cough. So anyway, I decorate my tree based on a theme or a holiday. So right now it's just winter and snow. But I do want to have my tiered tray with little mini samplers. I do like doing samplers if I keep them super small, unless I do a big one that I want to frame. So there's a few little samplers in there, back there, tucked away. And this was one of them that I like to display in my little, either the dough bowl, which is right there, or my tiered tray. This is Jane Elizabeth Milner, and this was my very first blessing sampler made into a little pillow. And it sits back there. when I have a month that maybe I don't have a holiday. Okay, the next one that I wanted to show you is 2024's Blessing Sampler. This is Mary Catherine Harris, 1873. So this one I did get done in the month of January. Same with the last one. I got it done in the month of January. This was so much fun. If I didn't mention, the last fabric is Tobias by Seraphim Fabrics, and I use DMC. This one is Mary Catherine Harris, 1873. And it's by Erna Hancock, I believe. You have to email her for the pattern. If I can find her email, I'll list it down below. So anyway, this was so fun. That zebra is fantastic. This was a lot of fun. I did get it done in the month of January, and it was done on Needle Bling Designs Weens Beans fabric, which is beautiful fabric. I wanted it to look like a safari. I wanted it to look like he was standing on, well, he's got black, but I wanted it to look like dirt. I know that sounds funny, but I wanted it to be dark brown, something dirt-like. And that was my thought. So this fabric is beautiful. And again, it's Weens Beans by Needle Bling Designs. And the floss, the thread is Silk Splendor Silk, and that's just beautiful. It's one of my favorites. I do need to get that finished up, and I think I want to do that as a little pillow. But this was my 2024 Blessing Sampler. Okay, let's talk about the 2025 Blessing Sampler that I chose. I chose Smitten by Stitches, Quaker Impressions, designed by Akshay Raghu. Now, when you go to search for this, you're going to look under the Fox and Rabbit website. They're hosting his first design until he gets his own website. So I love this as soon as I saw it. Now, you guys know I love black stitching. I love stitching in black. It's my favorite, one of my favorite colors, but I did decide to go with a variegated Gloriana silk. And this is my progress. I hope you can see the variegation. It's so beautiful in burgundies, greens, and tans. A friend of mine had gotten this for me, and this was perfect. It's a perfect size, perfect time for me to try out the Gloriana variegation. But what a difference, right? In the black versus the variegated. What a great way to use a variegated color. And a lot of people ask me about that. They say, well, yours looks really good. How do you know when you cut the thread and say you cut it and it's in red here? Let's just use this as an example. It's dark and it's red here, or it's like a maroon. How do you know when you cut it and you start stitching in green? Say, for example, the variegation starts in green. I just start stitching with green. I don't mind that red is right next to green and it's a drastic color change. And this is what it looks like. And this is the result that I get. So I love it. I love that I chose this thread. It's called Flowers of Italy by Gloriana Silk. And the fabric is white. It originally was white. I coffee tea dyed it. I wanted to do it on 56 count, but the thread was a little bit too thick and bulky for it. So I switched to 46 count and it's perfect. So I coffee tea dyed it, and you can see the color that I got based on the white background. And I think it came out as a really pretty color. So that gives you a good idea of the color of it up here. That's my progress on Smitten by Stitches using Gloriana variegated silk. I always make my X's as I go. That's another question people like to ask me. Do you make an X and you keep making X's, or can you do a line and then go back and fill in your X? Do your X's as you go. Keep going X, 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 making cross stitches. Otherwise, your variegation is going to look a little weird, but I just keep doing X's, full X as I go. Cut my thread when I end my thread and just start wherever the color, whatever the color takes me, that's where I start. So again, I don't mind if this is red and this is green. I don't mind that it's just a color change. I hope that makes sense. So anyway, this is my progress on my Blessing Sampler. It will not be done this month, but that's okay. I'm all right with that. Okay, before I forget, let's talk about a free chart. If you're on Instagram, check out Jo Florence. This is adorable. Now, I don't know for sure if it's still free. You can write to her and ask her. She does have designs on her Instagram page. You write to her and ask for them, but this was adorable. I thought that was so pretty, and the blue is pretty. I love the color she chose. This is her name, JoFlorence8 on Instagram, but I wanted to show you this in case it is still available as a free chart. That is just so cute. This will be stitched sometime this year. And you know, if I had not picked Akshay's design, I may have picked this one for my blessing sampler. So check it out if you're on Instagram. If you're not, I don't know how else to reach her. I really don't. I don't know her email. Actually, I do know her email. I will put it down in the notes below, and because she sent it to me. And once I messaged her on Facebook, on Instagram, she sent me the chart for free. It's free for everybody. It was at that time. Now, I don't know if she has started charging, but you could email her and ask her. But anyway, free chart, Instagram, JoFlorence, and check out her other designs as well. I think they're just really, she's got some beautiful designs. Okay, let's talk about two new floss tubers. I wanted to tell you about Tyler. He is Will It Stitch on YouTube. I watched his video. He's got some great projects, so check out Tyler. The other one I wanted to talk about is Michael. He is Papa Stitcher. Check them both out. You know, it's always nerve-wracking when you start your first floss tube and you do your first video. You're always kind of nervous, and they both did a phenomenal job. And they both have projects that I really liked, so I subscribed. And I'm looking forward to their second videos, but go pay them a visit, Tyler and Michael. Tyler is Will It Stitch, and Michael is Papa Stitcher. Check them out. They're a lot of fun. Okay, I wanted to show a quick chart. I showed it in my last video. It's by Forest Embroidery called First Snow. Someone sent me, a couple people actually had asked me a question, and I'm going to show you the chart here. I bought this chart off Forest Embroidery. It's beautiful. That's a gorgeous chart. I hope the colors are coming through because, like I said, the overcast day and the shadows are pretty bad today. Anyway, someone asked me, when you're working on a chart like this and you're cross-stitching, it kind of plays a mind game with you because it is a circle. It's such a great question. I'm glad they asked. Do you turn your fabric when you're working on this? So take a look, and then say you've got your fabric. I meant to get a piece here. Say you've got your fabric. You know what? I'm going to grab my blessing sampler real quick. Okay. When you're working on a circular like this, we'll say this is a circular. Put a little mark on your fabric right here. No one's going to see it. It's the selvage, making that the top of your project. So just grab a pin. You're not going to frame this part of it. No one's going to see. Make a line. And then when you're working on the wreath, you're never going to turn your fabric. Make sure that that line is always at the top. So when you're working on it, you're never going to turn your fabric. You're always going to keep your fabric like this. Make sure you're at the top. You've got your line. So when you're stitching and you're looking at this pattern, you're always going to make sure your fabric and the line is at the top. So if you're beginning to cross stitch and you're wondering, do I turn anything? You never turn anything. You keep your fabric always with that line at the top. Keep the chart the same and keep your fabric the same, and you'll have a good result. It'll come out that way. I just thought that was such a good question because when you look at this, it is kind of disorienting. It's like, are you supposed to turn your fabric or are you supposed to turn this? It always stays the same, and your fabric always stays the same. So I wanted to make sure and answer that question. Okay, let's talk about some new starts. I did have a couple of new starts while I was taking a break from Flosstube, and I started the nativity scene located at the bottom of this chart. This is by Prairie Schooler, and it's called Christmas Traditions. It is book number 95, and here's what it looks like. I'll try and show you without the glare. It's a nativity scene. Now, I did change the red. The red was very rusty looking, and I didn't really want rust. So I chose 32 Count Alchemy by Picture This Plus. Let me grab my clip. Because I wanted it to be kind of a night scene, not a daytime scene, if that makes sense. So I went with this color, 32 count, and this is my progress. This fabric is beautiful. Look at how pretty that is. That's Alchemy. So I thought there was a thread on there. This is my progress so far. And I think it's pretty. I like that there are 2 tones of red. Like I said, the coloring today is pretty, the shadow today is pretty bad. Lighting is not great. So, but this is my progress. And I will continue working on this a little bit more until I get a finish. I did see a finish in my group. Someone just finished it, and I think it came out beautiful. Really, really pretty. Okay, the next new start is phenomenal, and it's huge, and I did not need another big start, but this is my new start. This is an out of print chart. I do not know how to find this. I couldn't find it on my own. My friend in the Netherlands sent this to me. She bought it for me and sent it to me, and I was so thrilled. This is by Anagram Diffusion. It's called Sampler for Saisons, and I'm using DMC thread. Instead of red, I'm doing it in black and white. It is going to be awesome. So here's my progress so far. You can see the white is starting to show. This fabric is gorgeous. It's variegated. I love the dark color of the fabric. It is, what did I use? You know what? I forgot to write down what fabric this is. And for the life of me, I cannot remember. Oh, it's right here. Duh. There's a tag on it. This is Tobias, 32 count Tobias by Seraphim Fabrics. And it is one of my favorites because it does have the black, you know, the dark coloring. Oh gosh, my poor arm. And that's my progress so far. So from red to black and white, I think the white highlights are going to look really good. And as you can see, I started in that top left corner. It's kind of hard to see on the chart, but there it's just a big A. And what's really hard to see about this chart that I didn't realize. Now, here's the history of this chart. I found this when I was in the Netherlands. I saw it when I was in the Netherlands, but I didn't buy it. And when I got home, I regretted it because it's such a great chart. So here's what you can't see. When I walked by and saw this, I saw this as a dead tree. And I loved it. I said, this is a dead tree sampler. But it isn't a dead tree. There's leaves on it. You can barely see the white. Let me see if I can find it. It's not a good copy. I can't even barely see that. It looks like there are some white leaves right in here. Let's see if I can hold it straight for you to see. You can barely see it. I told my friend Michelle, I'm not going to stitch those white leaves because I want a dead tree sampler. I like it. That's what drew me to this, is that tree not having leaves on it. At least I didn't think it had leaves. So this is going to be an adventure, doing it in almost all black with white highlights. I think it's going to be really cool. Now, you're probably thinking, aren't these leaves? Maybe they are. They look like berries to me, but this is on that side of the tree, but the majority of the tree looks like it doesn't have any leaves. I love it. I'm calling it the dead tree sampler. That's just what I'm going to call it. So as you can see, like I said before, so far so good. We've got about 800 stitches in, I think. And I think the white on this fabric is really going to pop. Awesome fabric. So this is my second start for the new year. It was I think it was a New Year's Day start. And that's my progress so far. Okay, I did have one more new start, which is just a blue blob. It's not even worth showing. And it's by Luca S. It's called Santa's Express. It is so cool. I love the train. Isn't this cool? So I'll show you progress in the next video because right now it's just a blue blob. Okay, what have I been working on? I pulled out Shannon Christine's Summer Goodies, and this looks so different on black. Wait till you see it pop. I've got the top part done. And I'm doing it on 20 count black Aida. And look at that. Is that phenomenal? Look at that ice cream sandwich. Look at how it pops. That is so cool. Hold on. There we go. That is so cool. I love the colors. I love the shading. Lots of color changes in there because Shannon Christine does a lot of color shading, but it's fun. It gives you a phenomenal effect. And the sodas, look at the floats, and oh, I just think this is so fun. So this is something I've been working on, but what a huge difference when you look at it on a tan fabric compared to black. I think it's awesome. Anyway, 20 count Ada, DMC thread, the most gorgeous colors of DMC, and that's my progress on that. Okay, I watched a Flosstube video that inspired me to pull out my samplers. I have not really been feeling samplers the last few months, but I watched the Potty Mouth Stitcher. Check her out, Heidi. She did a whip parade and she did a phenomenal job. She's got fantastic projects. So Potty Mouth Stitcher, and this is Jetsy Watson. So I decided, because I watched her, I decided to go ahead and pull out my samplers. And I pulled out Jetsy Watson. And there she is. She is so beautiful. Hands Across the Sea. Now, this isn't the best printout. It's from my printer. Anyway, that house and the heart is what really drew me to this sampler. I started this on Valentine's Day a couple years ago. And this is the name, Hands Across the Sea. And this is my progress. So far, the colors are gorgeous. And I'm going to show the alphabet up close so you can see the color variation and what beautiful blues and pinks. And again, it's so shaded today. It's so overcast that you can't get a good look. But anyway, really it's coming out really pretty. And I decided to put some more stitches in. I'm doing this on 45 count foxtail millet that I got from Hoop and Frame. And I'm using 103 silk, which are not my favorite silks. They're a little fussy, and when you have dry hands or dry fingers, they kind of snag and it rips out of your needle and it makes you angry. So they're not my favorites, but they are beautiful. They are gorgeous colors, and that's my progress so far on Jetsy Watson. Okay, the next thing that I worked on is Shabby Winter Calendar by Core E Batakori. Here's what it looks like, but the chart doesn't really do it justice because this looks like a computerized printout. Stitched up, it is gorgeous. I wish my lighting was better today, but man, the colors are so pretty. I'm going to show it up close. The top part is what I finished, all 4 of the top. And this is my progress. Is that just not fun? I love the colors. And again, sorry it's so shaded. Hopefully these are coming through, but I'll show each block up close. This was a fabric I got from Picture This Plus, and I didn't like the color. The color was awful, so I re-dyed it with Rit dye. Let me show you up close so you can see the colors a little bit better, each block. And how fun is this? This is one of my favorite colors. I don't know what it is. It's like 939 or 959 or something, DMC. How cute are those little birds? And this is just so much fun. And there it is, the top 4 up close. So you can see the colors hopefully a little bit better. But look at that pretty red. Just gorgeous. So Shabby Winter Calendar by Core E Batakori. I'm going to continue working on this because it's so much fun. I love all the snow. I love how the white pops. I think it looks so good. So anyway, I ended up re-dyeing this to a gray. It kind of gives off you look on my Instagram, it looks kind of green. It's actually gray. And that's my progress on Shabby Winter Calendar. Okay, last but not least, Snow is Falling, Hot Cocoa is Calling by Cherry Hill Stitchery. This is just adorable. How cute is that? I am doing this on a 32 count. Let me flip my page real quick. I'm doing it on 32 count Hemingway by Needle and Flax. I think it's Needle and Flax, yeah. And that's my progress. So you can see I've got a lot more work to do, but that white just really pops on this gorgeous fabric. I think that's so pretty. It's my favorite fabric, Hemingway. I actually just ordered a yard a couple weeks ago. So anyway, Hot Cocoa is Calling by Cherry Hill Stitchery. Really, really pretty. Okay, let's talk about a few things that I've got. A few things kitted up that I've got my eye on to start if I go to the retreat in South Carolina. Now, I am thinking about several praiseworthy stitches, but I just haven't picked which one that I want to do. This one is one that I definitely am going to start. Plum Street Sampler America Welcome. And I've seen people stitch this. It's just beautiful. It's all kitted up. Some of the thread that I'm excited to use is color and cotton. And I've got some, I used to belong to their Color of the Month Club. They're phenomenal service. I ordered extra threads for this because I'm using 2 threads. I'm going to use 32 count. That's my favorite. But I knew I needed more threads. So I ordered it on Color and Cotton's website. They sent it to me the very next day. I couldn't believe how great the customer service is. So Plum Street Samplers American Welcome. I've got my eye on starting that. The next thing I've got my eye on starting is a Praiseworthy Stitches design. Now, I've got my choice of several, but 2 of them are kitted up and I can't decide which one because I kind of want to do both. I don't need to do both. I need to start one. So the first one that I've got my eye on is, I want to make sure I had it. Okay, the other one, Widow Black's B&B, and it's a fun Halloween one. Look at how fun that is with the kids and the pumpkins and the ghosts and the bats. I love this. Okay, so this is my first choice. And this is on Murky. Look at how beautiful that fabric is. I've never worked with Murky before. So I've got the fabric. I just need to get the DMC. That's my first choice. And it's called the Widow Black's B&B. Okay. The next one that I'm debating on, which I have fully kitted, is Sleigh Ride by Praiseworthy Stitches. That's the other one. So talk about extreme. One is dark and one is snow. Totally extreme pictures, but I think they're both fun. Both are kitted up and they're ready to go. So I've got my eye on starting one of those 2. If you have a vote, you're more than welcome to vote. Sleigh Rides or the Widow's B&B. Okay, let's talk about some haul that I've got. December Snow by Praiseworthy Stitches. Now this is not one that I have kitted up. It's not in the running, but I wanted to show you that picture. It's so pretty. December Snow by Praiseworthy Stitches is something that I've just got a little while ago. I've got the fabric, so I'm ready to go. Whatever one I chose, I've got Mirage. Picture this plus Mirage, which is a dark color. No, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it that well. Okay, then I've got Haunted by Picture This Plus, which is just as pretty. And then I've got Alchemy, which is a little bit lighter. I think I'm going to go darker. This is a lighter color by Picture This Plus. Okay, I got those. I ended up buying a model. I'm so excited to show you guys. If you follow the YouTuber and the store, Jen's Stitching Niche, she has an Etsy shop. And Jennifer is also on YouTube. She was my very, very first friend when I came to YouTube. I'll never forget, she was the first person that mentioned my videos on her YouTube channel. So I have a big place in my heart for Jennifer, and I just love Jen. So she has a shop, Jen's Stitching Niche on Etsy. And she was selling a model and I loved it. I love Christmas. I want to get more Christmas decor in my house and have it up around Christmas time. So I decorate for Christmas in October. So Jen's model will hang in my house from October to December. And I'm talking about the end of end of October, because I decorate for Halloween. So when Halloween comes, that's when Christmas goes up for us. So let me show you her model. It is gorgeous. Is that not beautiful? I was so thrilled. The frame came in, everything was delivered perfect, and I'll show you it up close. Her model that Jen stitched is This Is Christmas by Raise the Roof Designs. And let me show you up close, because there's buttons on this, and there's a button right here. There's one here, little tiny buttons here, a button here for the moon, Is that just not phenomenal? I think she did a beautiful job, but she's, you know, I think she's wanted to get rid of some of her models that she's had for some time. And I'm thrilled that I was able to get it. There's another button here, Raise the Roof Designs. And it's called This Is Christmas. Look at all the buttons. Oh, here's more here for the holly. I just love this so much. Anyway, I wanted to show the new model. It's going to sit back there. I don't care that it's Christmas. I'm so thrilled to have it. And I wanted to show you guys that it is going to sit back there the next video. And you're probably going to go, she still has Christmas up. That's okay. I'm so thrilled. Thank you, Jen. Thank you, Jen, so much. Okay, one of the gifts that I received for Christmas, I wanted to show you a few gifts and a couple things that I did buy. One of them is a phenomenal book that I don't think I can show you too much of because it's all graphs inside. But this book is by Veronique Mallard, Vintage French Needlework, 300 Authentic Cross-Stitch Patterns, Flowers, Borders, and Alphabets from Antique Textiles. This book is huge. I can hardly even lift it up. In fact, I can't lift this arm. But this is heavy, it's thick, and it's full of French alphabets and textiles, borders. And let's see if I can show just a few of the pictures at least, because a lot of it, let's see, oh my gosh. Let's see if I can show a few of the pictures, because they give you gift ideas. A lot of monograms, tons and tons and tons of monograms. Here's a gift idea. Really beautiful book. And then I'll flash just super quick. It's got graphs of alphabets that you can do. At the back of the book, it's got flowers, but beautiful ideas. And you can put these together to make either a gift or make something for yourself. Here's another picture. Look at how pretty that is. Just gorgeous. So it's full of flowers and alphabet, and I really wish that I could show you more. Here's an idea, some perforated paper. Here's, let's see, let's do a couple more. Here's one. Anyway, I believe she said she got this on Amazon, but they're all French needlework ideas with graphs, tons of graphs, and just gorgeous pictures in the book. Lots and lots of different styles of alphabet that you can use. Florals. This is a pretty one here. So if you can, I mean, check this book out because it's so beautiful. Just lots of good ideas, like I said, for gifts. And this is so pretty, this one here. Ugh. Trying to see if you can see it. Trying to peek over. Lots of florals. You know, here's some birds. I'll flash this super quick. Just gorgeous. So anyway, Vintage French Needlework. It's a phenomenal book. Okay, I'll show you a few other things that I got. This was on back order from 123 Stitch. I did get the rest of my quilting blocks. They do a fabric now, quilting on 123stitch.com. So I got those to make. This looked like fun. Midnight Manor on Wonderland. How fun does this look? You guys know I love Halloween. These are just fabric pieces of applique that you can put together a really cute scene. And this is the name. Midnight Manor. I believe I got this from 123 Stitch. Here's the back. What beautiful ideas for quilting. Look at Frank. Frankenstein. He's cool. I'm going to try and do a little bit more. My gardener just pulled up, so you might hear some gardening noises. Okay, here's the Post Office by Mill Hill. Now, I bought this one. I've been waiting for the Post Office by Mill Hill. Mill Hill kits, if you're new to my video, always come fully kitted with threads and beads and paper if you want to do it. I might do this on fabric. I think I'm going to do this one on fabric. Okay, next I got fully kitted. You guys saw, if you follow me on Instagram, I'm 911 Stitcher on Instagram. I got the new Mirabilia. Lots of people are getting this. She is phenomenally gorgeous. I mean, just beautiful, beautiful colors. I got her fully kitted through Sandra's Stitch Stash. They have a Facebook group. They have a Monday night live where they do sales, Facebook live sales for cross stitch at really good prices. And I mean really good. So they sent me all the threads, the beads, all the doodads for this. They are supposed to be getting more if you want to contact Sandra Stitch Stash. Okay. The next thing that I got was Citibank. I've been waiting for Citibank. I want to do that one on fabric as well. I got a few rickracks from Jen Stitching Niche. I needed some Lady Dot rickrack for finishing my cross stitch, doing some outer borders. Okay, you guys know I love animals. I love bugs. One of my favorite college classes was a insect and bug class, and I had to get the spiders because I love spiders. And this is by Plum Street Sampler. It's called Jump Clump. I'm going to be starting that really soon. That is just adorable. I'm a spider lover. I'm the one who climbs up, although I shouldn't climb on things. I'm the one who climbs and rescues all the spiders in the house, and I put them outside. The next one I got was the bats. Fig Folk by Plum Street Samplers. The bats are awesome. I love this one. I love the coloring too. The green and the colors. Okay, I did get Tudor Style House by Cottage Garden Samplings. I like that. I really like that one. Okay, my gardener hasn't started his machines yet, so let's go a little bit further. Here's some I got from Sandra's Stitch Dash. They were $1. This is on the Monday Night Live I told you about on Facebook. They have their business Facebook page, and then they have the group Sandra's Stitch Dash. This is called Be My Honeybee, and I just thought he was so cute. I would like to do him as like just a little small and make a little something for like a, I don't know, for my bee tree, like an ornament for my bee tree. Bee themed tree. This is adorable. This one's called My First Gray Hair. I thought that was so cute. I'm going to just do her, the little rabbit, as an ornament for my tree. This was $1 by Sandra Stitch Dash. It's called, both of these are Bitty Buds by For My Boys. This must be an older chart. I don't know if it has a date on it or not. Let's see. 2003. Anyway, I thought that rabbit, he looks all like deranged, like all crazy with his ears. I got that for $1. This one came with it. I don't remember if I ordered this, but I think they put it in my box like as a free chart. Oh My John Series Independence Day. This is one I probably will not stitch. If you guys want it, let me know. You're more than welcome to it. Just put it in the comments below. And it's patriotic. It's very cute. I just don't think I'll stitch it. So if you guys want it, I'll use this as a giveaway. Just put patriotic. That's your keyword that you want the patriotic chart. I'll put that in the giveaway stack. Here's two more that I bought. Belinda Botanica. She is by Bella Filipina, and she is just gorgeous. Look at all the colors and all those pumpkins. Here's another one that I got. Mascara Festival Queen. Gosh, she is gorgeous. Oh my goodness. Look at the fabric. How colorful the fabric is. I'll show her up close so you can see her a little bit better. She's a little blurry, but gosh, she's beautiful. That's by Bella Filipina. I got This Is the Day. I know someone who's starting this in a couple next weekend. I won't say who. This Is the Day by Plum Street Sampler. That's pretty. Really, really pretty. Gaia, the Earth Goddess, Bella Filipina. Isn't she pretty? Gosh, I need to get busy on Snow White. I've told myself I'm not going to start another fancy lady until I finish Snow White. And she's Bella Filipina. Last but not least, I got Merry Christmas by Cottage Garden Samplings. That's really pretty. That'll be good on that fabric I showed you earlier, the dark colored fabrics. Here's another one I got, Deck the Halls. I think it was 50 cents. Lizzie Kate, I got that from the live. That would be cute as an ornament for my tree. Here's one, Black Needle Society, Spooky Stories, Bookmark, and Scissor Fob. Oh my gosh, I love this. It's a full kit. Why do I think someone sent this to me? Oh my gosh, no, I bought this, I think. I mean, this is gorgeous. It's a full kit. Now, I'm not going to do it as a scissor fob, but I really like it on perforated paper as a bookmarker. But there's the little scissor fob with the witch's face. Isn't she cute? That's the name. Gosh, I love this so much. Okay, the Blue Flower Happy Campers. I've had this for a while. I wanted to show you. How cute is that? This is by the Blue Flower. Okay, next. I got it from Frank in Stitches. This is so cute. Frankenstein by Needle Bling Designs, I think. Needle Bling Designs. It's called Frank in Stitches. I like that one. I'll be doing that one. Super quick, I got Frankenstein sampler, which I got when at my last retreat. I got this at Barefoot Needleart, I believe. Stitchy Pro. It's by Stitchy Pros. Frankenstein sampler. I like that a lot. Okay, a couple more I got from Barefoot Needleart. Santa Paws by Stitchy Pros. Isn't he cute? Love that. Love the tree. Look at that fancy looking tree. Okay, last one, Down Under Santas. My husband is currently in Australia right now, so I bought all the Down Unders. Kiwi Santa. I love the little kiwis next to him at his feet, and he's got one on his arm. So I'll be doing these for my husband when he comes back. He's going to come back next week. He's having a really good time in Australia. He's actually in Tasmania right now. So it made me think of Pony, oh gosh, what's her channel called? Melissa, Pony Stitcher, Pony Patch Stitcher. I'll put it here. She's down, I believe, down in Tasmania. I wish I would, if I went, I would have loved to have seen her. That would have been so fun. But check out her channel because she's got some really good stuff. Okay, let's do giveaways because Domingo is about to fire up the weed blower. So, the weed whacker. Giveaway number 1 was the Patriotic. If you want that one, you're more than welcome to it. Number 2, I've got Sulky Thread 12 weight, which you use for cross stitch. A beautiful pack of red. Aren't these gorgeous? Sulky, your keyword, Sulky Thread, S-U-L-K-Y. Number 2 giveaway for this video. Number 3 is some color and cotton fabric called Dried Violets. I'm going to put it up against some white so you can see. It's kind of, I don't want to take it out. It's kind of a pinkish color, a little bit of gray in it. A real pretty color, but it's called Dried Violets by Color and Cotton. It is 32 count. Your keyword is 32. Just put 32 if you're interested in the 32 count fabric. It's really pretty. Okay, that's your next giveaway. And a project bag that I got you guys from Barefoot Needlearts. They're the ones that made it, and it's beautiful. It's got pumpkins. It's just so pretty. Put project bag if you're interested in this giveaway. Project bag. Remember, I do not tell you you won in the comments. We have a spammer sometimes that comes on and says, hey, his name is George. So if George surfaces and says and types to you guys on your comment and says, hey, you won the giveaway for 911 Stitcher, ignore him. He's an idiot. Just ignore George. I do not announce those in the comments. I announce I announce it in my next video. So stay tuned for my next video to see if you won. What you're going to do, you have to be 18 years old. So I have to ask your address. Tell me where you're from. Tell me I'm in New Brunswick, Canada. I'm in Paris, France. I'm in Kentucky. Let me know where you live, not your address, just where you live. So that way, when I call your name in the next video that you won, I can match it up with your address that you're the actual winner. Because I've actually had someone that said, hey, I won your video, I won your giveaway. I'm in Texas. And I'm like, no, you didn't. The real winner lives in London. So yeah, people do that. Can you believe that? Anyway, tell me where you're from for sure. Don't forget. Tell me which giveaways you want. You're more than welcome to put in for all of them. And I will see you next video. I'm so glad I finally got to come to see you guys. I hope to get to the retreat. We'll see how I feel. And otherwise, I'll hope to see you when I get back from my trip. And again, don't forget, giveaways I will announce only in my next video. Thanks everybody for watching. Thanks to the new subscribers. Thank you for the Buy Me a Coffees. There's a link down below that always goes, any donations go to the next giveaways. It always goes back to you guys in forms of giveaways. So thank you for that too. Appreciate it. See you guys next video. And Domingo just turned on the weed whacker. Perfect timing. Yay. See you next time.